Hello everybody, welcome back to He Is Coming Kingmaker Runs. We got another crown last time, but first we need to check in on our champion, see if they have finished doing what they were doing yet. No wins. Every time. The story of my life. Show me the replay. Who did we go up against? "17 acid is a hoot, isn't it? Even all of my stat negation can't get past all this." Oh, they got Bubble Gloop Swamp as well. Bubble Gloop Staff, so... We have to get through 5 stun before we can even start hitting them. And they've still got all of this armor. Alright, buddy, you got me. You got me. Like, I've never gotten more than one win with a champion before. Okay. On our 6-pick 3, we just have 124, 125, 126, and 134. So, back to the top. 125, did we say? 124. 124. Let's do it. Let's check what we are working with. We got some explosives. We got some other explosives and some thorns. And some Riptide and some poison stuff. Let's see how we do. Exposed. Give the enemy 2 freeze for each equipped water item. Well, that's painful. So we're going to be frozen for a long time. Let's see if we can just poison our way through or something then, shall we? Thorns could also help in a pinch. It's not really the weapon of my dreams. Explosives is another way we can do damage while we're frozen. Let's do this. Battle start again, armor equal to lost health. It's a solid item, it's just not, I think, the one I need right now. Let's look for the grave in this spot. Maybe it will have an interesting weapon for us. On hit, give the enemy 1 Riptide. I mean, that's great, because then we don't care about being frozen. So, I'll take it. For sure. That isn't going to help at all, because we don't have any attack stat. I'll take more health for some survivability. Have we seen a cauldron or dead trees? Let's... I just saw there was a liar in that group of stuff and I was like, let's take this, and I saw it. One moment too late. Never mind. We're here now. I'll start deal 1 damage 3 times. Do we have fish available? Is that even in the pool? Enjoy your Riptide, buddy. Fairy. The Iron Skin Potion's actually keeping us alive for a second here, so we'll hold on to it. Fish is in the pool. Okay. That's cool. Then, if we're doing Riptidey things, we will keep doing that. Another fish. I would rather have more explosive fish to go off every time the Riptide goes. Obviously. Leave it. I don't know how much I want this upcoming egg or not, but that I do want. We don't have a teleport around here, which is a bummer. You know what? The more the merrier, right? I can never remember all the content of these. But there's a teleporter down here, so we can come down when we actually have some inventory available. Take me to another cauldron. That was a ways away, wasn't it? Oh, so good. That'll start giving anyone Riptide. Whenever Riptide triggers, deal 1 damage 2 times. So whenever Riptide triggers, deal 6 damage. I like that. We do actually hit. We just don't do very much. But I'll start. Give the enemy 1 Riptide. I think I'd rather just keep giving them Riptide. And then what I want is to find the pearl that lets Riptide happen twice. That's the dream. I'll take the healing. Healing's fine. Alright, that's gone nicely. Can't strike. That'll start. Give the enemy 2 Riptide for each negative base attack you have. Does work through stun. You cannot gain gold, purity, remove purity, health and armor, armor, purity, purity, spend speed. Do I want this instead of this? On hit, give the enemy 1 Riptide. Can't strike. I think we'll leave it there in case we want to find later a weapon that doesn't strike for obvious potential purposes. Right, we're at the south end of the map now. There's a farmer right here. They have for us... let's prioritize Cherry Bomb. And then take me... Oh, you don't have another farmer. Then take me shopping. Well, friendship bracelet with the weapon we just declined is a lovely combo. A sword talisman is non-negotiable. Because that's going to do all the damage there and all the damage here. It's just incredibly good. In fact, if they can't increase their max health, which they can't, they can get some armor, but I think we just kind of completely wreck this guy. What with this being 1, 2, or 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 16, 22, 28 damage, I think, for all of that stuff going off. Probably do want to heal. I would like a teleport near here, but unless I'm missing a very obvious one, there isn't one. That actually did damage to us, which is unpleasant. I guess, yeah, we don't have any healing stuff. There's a golem over there. There's a fire up here. That's good. That. I think I'm just going to hang out at this shop a second. Do the fight. If we can find gunpowder, we're really laughing then. Good. I was never worried. Huge armor. They're gonna lose that armor and convert it into health immediately. Enemy strikes deal less damage, but I don't worry about strikes. I just do the Riptide stuff. So I think I'm gonna keep this because the other one only starts with 4 Riptide, whereas this is kind of quote-unquote infinite Riptide. But we'll leave that there as a potential future option of things. Give me the armor. Sure. On hit, deal 1 damage. No. I want to fish. That's what I want. Nice to have the healing. Do we have an edge? We don't. We can go get one. We do still hit, even though we don't hit very hard. On hit, deal 1 damage becomes on hit, deal 2 damage, which is lovely for us. Could you take me to a farm? No. Fine. Take me to a nearby cauldron, and then I have options. Oh, well. No fish. No fish. I will transform that one. I'll start getting to attack, take 3 damage. I guess I don't mind it. Right. Bears hurt. Duly noted. Bears do seem to be one of the most annoying enemies. You know what? I will do that. And then, where was that cauldron? Right there. It's because the bear is fast. Yeah, the bear's faster than us. So it hits for 8 and then dies to the explosives or something. I have room for this rune thing now, if that is of interest to me. Different shop. Gain max health equal to your base armor. We're not healing for anything though, really. Whenever you lose speed, give the enemy 1 Riptide. I need Riptide can trigger twice in a turn. That's what I need. There it is. So we give them 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not incredible because we don't give them that much Riptide, but it accelerates what we're doing. Wounded, trigger a random battle start item. If you have exactly one item with exposed, it triggers one additional time. Wounded, re-trigger the last triggered wounded item. Alright, wounded, re-trigger a battle start item. I'm going to get rid of this ring, because I don't want it to do 2 attack, 3 damage to us, potentially twice. I might get to that fire. I do. I probably could have teleported next to it as well, if I had been paying more attention. Well, that's tedious. Well, they're out of armor, so it seems. That gives them a second Riptide, then both of those will pop. That's got to be the win. Good. Okay. Just more fish cherries is really what I want. Give the enemy 3 freeze, don't care. They do have a lot of thorns. So we could pivot. God, we went all around the houses with stuff, didn't we? Right, now we have to find the shop that had the weapon that doesn't attack. Which I thought was down here on the south somewhere, but evidently not. Right, that's where we started. We came through here. Didn't go into that bargaining tent. It's not there. Was it down here? Okay, there's the wave breaker. And then let's go touch this looking pool. Probably too late for that. Then there's a shop. That one? No. That one. Yes, friendship bracelet. It's not too far. We probably don't need the Iron Skin Potion long term. But I'm about to replace something with this bracelet in a second anyway, so... grab those together. Grab the friendship bracelet. Puts us on -4 attack, and we don't attack ever. Are you generating any more armor? You're below 50% health, gain 2 armor on turn start. Turn start, if the enemy doesn't have any armor, deal 2 damage. I think that's better than this for us. Then I want to get an oil just to get the 1 extra point of armor. And then I just need to get to any reasonable fire. How far away was that super mega merchant? Far enough away to be super inconvenient. With 12 money, do I care about seeing another shop? I guess I can go re-roll somewhere. Wounded, gain thorns equal to enemy attack. I mean, that's not bad. Is there anything I get rid of for it? Are they getting more attack? No. Do 4 damage to the enemy. If they don't have any armor, triple the damage. 1 hit, deal 1 damage. We don't hit. You can activate exposed 1 additional time per battle. We don't exposed. None of this really helps, I think. Basically, my biggest concern is what happens if we run out of Riptide to give them. We do have this explosive arrow, but that might not be the forever approach for us. Never did see gunpowder. Don't know if that was going to be super helpful to us long term. Right, they've been exposed. And they're dead. Of course we're going to play on. Right, if I could find my place to rest my hand on the keyboard. First, time you gain new status effect, gain an additional strike. Interesting. I was just looking at... I think we re-rolled it from here. Something that I think would have been useful in that regard is like when they strike, get thorns or something, but not for right now. I don't even know what other items give us negative attack. Where could we go? We could go to a grave. Do 1 damage, turn start, this item gains 2. If you're above 50% health, lose 3 health and gain 1 attack. Absolutely not. Are we? Yeah, we're near Super Mega Shopman now. That's a fun development. Do I want an additional fish instead of any of this stuff? Are they ever going to be without armor? Possibly. Gain opponent's armor. We don't do strikes, that's good. I don't know that this is kind of the be-all and the end-all for us. Because they've got 13 health and 29 armor. So I'm going to do that because more Riptide feels more better to me right now. This guy, give the enemy 1 Riptide every other turn. Well, that, sir, sounds incredible. If you're below 50% health, gain 2 armor. Right, we're definitely taking that. We're probably just taking it instead of this fish we just took. That was a great reason to make this excursion. You can't reroll this shop. That's fine. What do you got? Deal 1 damage to the enemy and increase the damage of your next bomb that triggers by 3. Wounded, trigger a random battle start item. I think I'd rather have this and do that. Whenever you lose armor, deal 1 damage. Whenever we deal 1 damage, deal 1 more. That sounds great. What would I get rid of, though? That's a really tough thing to decide. Because, like, I want to keep having lots of armor to make use of the thing that removes my armor. Also, he's got 10 attack. And so, looking at all of this stuff, we're only going to lose armor, like, twice. So, I don't think that plays out too well for us. Still on full health. Take me to the nearest petrified forest. If we could come across Super Mega Golem territory, that would be incredible. Not that... Yeah, we could do Champion's Armor. I don't expect to in the next 2 minutes. And by 2 minutes, I mean 45 steps. Alright, see how this goes. Take all the thorns you want, mate. We don't do thorns. Although 12... 12 damage, 6 attacks. River Flow Rapier strats here. Really coming in clutch. And they are faster than us. That is a fun build they have right there. That was a very fun build for now. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.